Welcome everybody to the ValsPOD, where we're covering the Valspar Championship like a fresh coat of paint. On today's episode, we talked to 2019's runner-up in our tournament, Jason Kokrak. How does he take down back-to-back defending champion Paul Casey? Let's find out. All right, a friendly golf clap is welcoming the runner-up to the 2019 Valspar championship, I should say, Jason Kokrak. Jason, how you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself? I mean, hey, it's a beautiful day in northeastern Ohio for me, so I'm enjoying some time at home.
Wow, in northeastern Ohio, you're one of the few that just gets to visit these lovely places like where I live, right by Innisbrook, and then you go back to the cold, huh?
I do. You know, I made this decision after having my second child. Well, but when we got pregnant with the second one, we decided to move back home and be closer to family. And you know, arguably everybody makes fun of me, but I can argue the other side that I've had the three best years of my career after moving back. So there's a little bit of ebb and flow, I think, that has to go with it. But I grew up doing this, and I enjoy setting the clubs down, and it's just a natural thing for me to be back here.
Nice. Well, just how does it feel? So I didn't know how to introduce you. So saying the runner-up to a tournament, you know, you got second place at the 2019 Valspar Championship to Paul Casey. So is that bittersweet to hear runner-up? Does it kind of light the fire, or are you like, man, I was good that week?
You know what? I mean, anytime you finish inside the top five in a PGA Tour event, you know you've played pretty well. Yes, I mean, I think I finished second that year, and I think I finished, you know, inside the top 10 the year before to Paul again. So I'm hoping that I can put it all together and take him down this year. So you know, it's just a little friendly banter, but he's playing some incredible golf, and hopefully he's at the top of his game and I'm at the top of my game, and we can duel it out again.
Nice. Well, before we get to all your work at Valspar down here at Innisbrook in the greater Tampa area, let's talk about, I can't talk to you at this time of the year without talking about your Masters experience. And what I'm interested in is when you kind of close shop up in Augusta and you get in the plane and go back home, what are you thinking about?
I mean, you pretty much thinking about, I think you hear it across the board that, you know, guys normally show up early, about a day or two, nothing too crazy, but you know, they're tired. You're exhausted. It's a golf course that, you know, it tests every facet of your game. You know, there's right to left holes, there's left to right holes, and you know, there's just different shots you need to hit, and you miss hit one in a wrong spot, and it's pretty much an automatic bogey, especially at the speed of the green. So, I had a nice week. I didn't drive it very well. I putted nicely. But you know, at the end of the day, I still enter golf tournaments to win and, you know, play my best. And I don't think I've done that, too many times this year. So, you know, I was really looking forward to getting home and just having a nice relaxing week, with my family and a couple friends and, you know, just staying around the house. You know, I think it's just an exhausting week, across the board for everybody.
Yeah, I can imagine. And sitting from where I sit, you know, that just everything that goes along the pageantry of Augusta and for you to travel, I'm just thinking to myself, you must get in the plane and just take a huge breath. And whether you're, you know, in a position to win or not, or I don't know if it changes based on how you finish or how you play, but the relief associated with just kind of turning the page must feel pretty good. Although the week must be pretty fabulous too.
Yeah, the week is great. I mean, Augusta is, you know, one of those mystical places, so to speak, that you know, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to make that golf course incredibly pure, and you know, they do a first class job, and you know, you got to hand it to them. I mean, it's Augusta National. It's kind of at the end of their season down there, and you know, it's just a week that is unbelievable. But when it's over, you know, you almost take a breath, like as you said, and a little sigh of relief that you know, it's a major. Any major like that is going to be, you know, a tough test. So I think after any major championship or very difficult venue, you take a little bit of a breath. I mean, even at Innisbrook, I mean, it's a really tough golf course. You know, single digits to very low, you know, teens wins that golf tournament every year, and it's a tough test, no matter which hole you're on. So it's, no matter which golf course you play, if it's a tough golf course, you take a sigh of relief when you're finished with it, and, you kind of regroup for a day and you go on to the next one. It seems to be the never-ending season with the PGA Tour these days.
Yeah, no kidding, especially this year. So we're talking to Jason Kokrak. Jason was the runner-up in our 2019 tournament, the last time we played here at the Copperhead course. Let me ask you this. So you get off the plane at home in Ohio. I don't know if your family traveled with you. Is it like, hey, Jason, you were gone for a while. Here's the kids. Do you go from exhausted?
No, I had the kids down. I had the kids down with me. We did a little family vacation with a couple neighbors and my cousin, for a few days before, my wife and I met, my family and, her family down there. I rented a house for everybody. So, being the first Masters with fans and with family, it was a pretty special one for me because, my boys were able to come. Well, my oldest came out to the golf course, for one of the practice rounds. And then, my dad got to see me play Augusta National, and I had a couple friends that, ended up getting tickets, even though there was, a few and far between, tickets there. But, it was nice to have everybody there. And then when we get home, it's just like, my wife looks at me, she's like, I don't know how you do this all the time. And I'm like, this is how I make a living, dear. This is what I do. So,
hey, and you're doing it pretty well. Look at
I'm doing it, I'm doing it at a pretty good clip. But, hey, I'm enjoying my life right now and my kiddos, and, you can't take any time off. I got one of them staring at me right now.
Oh, nice.
But,
well, like I told you when you answered the phone, I understand being a father myself. So if you have to take a break to put somebody in timeout, or even if you want to throw the phone to them and I can get their Masters experience, can you imagine being you can't imagine, you didn't do it, being a 6-year-old and you're on Augusta National? Like, I'm thinking as a father, I'm playing, hitting my practice rounds, and I'm going, oh my God, my kid's going to trample the azaleas. My kid's going to.
Well, yeah, it was actually a great story about that. Augusta has a lot of rules, a lot of other things, and my son, I have 2 boys, so we live out, kind of in the woods. So if you have to use the restroom, you just kind of go out in the woods and you go. And my son on the 18th green, like about 20, 30 yards from the green, just starts pulling his pants down. Like, buddy, you can't go pee right here. You have to wait. And I took him back. I think it might have been closer to the range or something like that. But we took him back there, and I took him in not the locker room, but like the player support room, and let him go to the bathroom and all that stuff. So it was pretty funny.
Oh man,
my son,
that's a great
me
story.
and my son would be that people that he just pulls his pants down and pees right in the bushes at Augusta National, even though everybody gets in trouble for that. So, but that was one of the funny stories that it didn't happen, but it was almost about to happen.
God, you're going to tell that story when he gets married in like 20 years, and it's going to be
for sure.
Story.
I can't wait. My dad does that to me now, and it's the same thing. But it's fun. It's fun nonetheless.
That's amazing. So let's talk about, before we get to the Valspar Championship, let's talk about your win. Your first PGA Tour win came, I imagine from your perspective, you've been grinding for nearly a decade to get that win at the CJ Cup that has been relocated to a golf course. I think during media day you said you're fairly familiar with this golf course, so you felt good. A 2-stroke victory where you're 20 subpar. So it must have been a lovely week. I watched some of the press conference. It was like your smile on your face was just so endearing. I felt really good for you.
Well, I appreciate that. You spend your entire life working for something, and it's just kind of one of those things that everything culminates into to everything. And you try to there they are. Hey,
hello.
Share. Okay, it's really that. It's your life is just so difficult right now, watching shows. But yeah, the culmination of all of your hard work and everything that goes into winning a golf tournament is incredibly difficult. And to get it done on a golf course, close to you, on a golf course, it's a tough golf course nonetheless. for most of the people because they don't know it. I know it fairly well. But, it was just, it was kind of nice to see all of my hard work, come back and, work out.
Hey, if you need to take care of that, we can hold this on. I feel for you.
No, it's all right. He's just, being a pain in the butt because his brother has, maybe some apple juice in his cup and he has water and he's just kind of, fussing about nothing. So
wow.
they'll be absolutely fine.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact you're taking care of kids and talking to us. And one of the things I was thinking about is, hey, you're in Vegas celebrating your first victory, right? So is it like,
well,
when I'm imagining,
Vegas, 100%. I mean, I wear MGM on my hat. I have a great partnership with them. And I mean, my ugly mug was up on the big monitor or whatever you want to call it out front of the MGM for about 2 weeks after. So it was,
cool.
To win there, to be a partnership with Vegas. My dad used to live there. My aunt and uncle still live there. It's more of a second home to me, to be honest. So to get my first win was pretty special out there. I mean, I've always loved Vegas. I always loved going out there and enjoying myself and or playing golf. I grew up going out there during the, November, December, January and playing golf with my aunt and uncle. And, so it's been a lot of fun, but I definitely had, the upper hand at that golf course because I played the Coca-Cola Pro-Am quite a few times before anybody else. I mean, there was other people that had played in it, but probably not as many as, myself.
Yeah, well, you still had to execute, and that's pretty amazing. I looked at the picture online and you hoisted the trophy, and not only did that feel good for you, but I thought, what the hell kind of trophy is this? It looked like a dirty air filter. Our trophy's much better. Valspar's trophy's much better.
You guys have a great trophy. Any trophy is a good one to have on the PGA Tour. So I'm not putting down any trophy over any other one. There's big ones, there's small ones. They all mean you won. So I'll take them.
Yeah, good point.
Nonetheless, but to win a kind of an invitational event, a bigger event versus a very good field was really made my week, my day, and to get your first win in that fashion was really nice.
Yeah, no kidding. I agree with you, and that's one more trophy than I have anywhere that I can see. So there you go. So let's get to the Valspar Championship. So first of all, you were great to us media folks on Media Day. I appreciated you taking the time. You were en route, I think, to Bay Hill to play. I saw you play over there a little bit. Seems like you're pretty comfortable down here in Florida playing, particularly Valspar. You alluded to how well you've done. I was looking at the scorecards, man. I mean, you were 8th place, as you alluded to, with 5 subpar in 2018 when Tiger was here. In 2019, obviously, you were a runner-up, 7 under, 2nd place. Your 3rd round, I looked at some of those highlights from 2019. I mean, do you remember anything about that other than the ace on 15? I mean, it felt like the back 9 you just completely destroyed for us. In a good way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a high ball hitter. I hit the ball pretty long, so I'm hitting left club into, most of the greens, and, I was able to attack some spots that most people weren't really able to attack. So, I mean, I've always been a great ball striker, and that's a ball striking golf course, and recently I've kind of lost that form a little bit, and I'm working back to getting back at it. I mean, I'm putting very nicely. I'm wedging the golf ball pretty good. So I think if a few things start to click with the ball striking, we'll be ready to go. So I'm excuse me, I'm on the phone. You need to go watch a show and have your drink. You can see that I'm on the phone. Thank you. Yeah,
I love it.
I mean, it's fun. I love the golf course. The one thing about Florida is like I tell my caddy when we got together 4 years ago, I said, I think if you can handle the green reading and I'll handle the ball striking, I think we'll do well. And he grew up on the Bermuda greens and he reads them amazing. So I hand it to him. I always give him credit for reading the greens so well. I mean, I'm probably not as horrible as I say I am, but I mean, I give him all the credit because he's an incredible player, green reader, and caddy so far. So, I mean, I can't complain one bit.
Nice. And so the other thing you said during Media Day that I actually have 3 tick marks by it because I'm pretty sure that means that you said this 3 times. And you may have said it already in this interview. Taking down Paul Casey. He has their 2-time defending champion. He's beloved by Tampa people now. You know, Tampa loves a winner. So how do you take down Paul on a course where obviously he feels pretty good about his chances?
Well, I mean, he's got an incredible game himself. He's a great ball striker, does not make many mistakes, and when he gets the putter hot, he's a tough competitor to beat. So, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I mean, I would love to be in contention with Paul again. But hey, it's just kind of one of those things that, I'd like to win that golf tournament. I've come close a couple times and I'd love to, try to take it down.
Nice. Well, okay, let's end on this one and I'll let you get back to doing the good fatherly work you're doing. So, so on Sunday, I believe, at the Valspar Championship this year, so it tees off on the 29th. On May 2nd on Sunday, our theme is going to be Tampa Bay, right? Because Tampa has had a pretty good run of sports. Yeah. So Tampa. Yeah.
For sure.
So what I was going to say is I think that you're an avid Cleveland Browns fan. So I just wanted to make sure, man, are you going to be bothered by all this Tampa Buck stuff, lightning, and it's just going to remind you of the misery of being a Cleveland Athletics fan?
It is quite all right. I think the Browns are well on their way out of the dark times. I can't say the same thing for our Indians this year or the Cavs, but you know what? We got a championship with LeBron, and it's a great state to watch professional sports and college teams as well. I mean, across the board, I mean, we are not fair weather fans. We are not bothered by other teams winning. Even in I'm a season ticket holder, and even in the year we went 0-16. I mean, we're packing the stadium, we're having beers, we're enjoying ourselves, and chanting on our team. We definitely have to stick together, because if we don't, we probably don't have sports teams very much around here.
Well, the loudest Cleveland Browns fans are always in the off season. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. It's all right. We've been more quiet lately, and I think last year was a little bit of an foreshadowing of what's to come. So I'm looking forward to a couple of pickups that we've made in the off season, and I'm looking forward to hopefully continuing the good play as of last year.
Yeah, I would like to see. So the Valspar Championship is known for its colorful style, so I can't wait to see what kind of shirts you're wearing.
I mean, I wear William Murray stuff, and they definitely are not the loudest stuff out there, like Loudmouth or some other places, or some other clothing companies. But I do get a lot of compliments on them. I do go outside the box with the shirts. I mean, they've got some crazy pants too. So I mean, if they've got the loud shirts, I'm wearing them. The pants are a little bit too much for me though.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, well, great. Well, I'll let you get back to the important job of raising good kids. We look forward to seeing you. This is Jason Kokrak. He was our runner-up in 2019, aiming for the top this year when we tee off on April 29th down here at Innisbrook at the Copperhead course. Jason, you've been so kind, not only through Media Day, but through today. I really appreciate it, man. Good luck. I can't wait to see you down here.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks again.
I'm Tobin Walsh. Thank you for joining the ValsPOD. Look for our future episodes and follow along at The Good Bad Dad on social media platforms, or at Valspar Champ, or at Innisbrook. We'll see you next time.